Good day to everyone. I will introduce the prevailing global problem of rapid urbanization, which is an enormous expansion of populated cities that drives for socio-economic progress. According from Hannah Ritchie's research about urbanization, half of the world's population now live in urban areas. And the data of Global Rural Urban Mapping Project or GRAM, it shows that 3% of the world's land surface is covered with urban areas. However, it brings out plenty of problems, especially on how the cities were shaped and designed, which are poorly constructed due to incompetence and negligence. We should aim for progress for sustainable community, not just for ourselves but for our children in the future. What the world leaders should do is to amplify their efforts for urban planning that gives convenience to people and provide an adequate infrastructure of land, water, and also for their shelters. We have to create a future of our modern civilization that paves a room for every individual to thrive and to earn a healthy living in our society. Thank you.
Stood up here to speak up about the rapid urbanization with poverty. From the Yati Tribune, it was stated there that urban slum dwellers are now nearly sixth of the entire population, and all of it had taken place in megacities. It is an alarming global case that this rapid urbanization had put more people to suffer, deprived from opportunities and basic needs due to the existence of extreme inequalities in urban areas. I want the world leaders to address the issue of poverty and trailblaze this effort to eradicate social illnesses and provide a better future to our citizens on this planet. Thank you.
Rapid urbanization is coupled by population growth and is changing the landscape of human settlement that posing significant risk on living conditions, both environment and development. One of the major causes by overpopulations is lack of jobs that causes of poverty. People migrate to other countries to find a stable job in order to sustain their basic needs. This could lead more crowded, more demand for food, energy, homes, and other resources that we need. Government should support and create open jobs that have a good salary, especially to those places who have the high poverty rate. And also, they should conduct family program in order to control the population growth, especially in urban areas.
The rapid process of urbanization continues. The opportunities that cities bring are unevenly distributed in space, preventing entire neighborhoods and groups of population from accessing proper healthcare, good schools, sanitation, piped water, employment opportunities, and adequate housing, among others. Slums are the most notable extreme of the spatial concentration of urban poverty and disadvantage. The current speed of urbanization in developing countries makes urban governance and adequate planning increasingly urgent. The government should focus on the inequality that is happening by providing the basic needs of the people, giving them free access to education, jobs, proper healthcare, and even their human rights.
Rapid urbanization is responsible for the negative impact that urban areas are facing right now. Land pollution in cities is one of the causes of rapid urbanization. Every day, we are affected by the increased vulnerability of the land systems and the decrease in ecosystem services. The world is declining because of us. The world is not going to reform tomorrow. We can't rely on those politicians who say that they will give us a better life or a better air to breathe. That is a big scam in our society. We must act to see the changes. It is now our time to stop this dilemma. Do your part as a world citizen, and I will cooperate with you.
Water pollution in its very definition is the contamination of water bodies, usually as a result of human activities. Water bodies include, for example, lakes, rivers, oceans, aquifers, and groundwater. This kind of pollution has various sources, namely due to domestic and agricultural wastes, population growth, excessive use of pesticides and fertilizers, and rapid urbanization, which can cause harmful effects on any living thing that drinks, uses, or lives in it. Furthermore, one of the major challenges of urbanization is sustainability, as most developed or developing society now revitalizes a lot of natural resources daily. In addition, water pollution can be a serious threat to consumers considering bacterial, viral, and parasitic diseases like typhoid, cholera, and etc. that are spreading through polluted water. As individuals, in order for us to make a change, we first need to be mindful and think of ways in order to build discipline and achieve sustainability. And I believe that there are more 100 ways, not just to heal our water resources, but to prevent it from getting polluted. Thank you.
Pollution in cities. The quality of our air in our cities is getting worse as the population, traffic, industrialization, and energy use increase. According to ScienceDirect.com, urban air pollutants show typical annual, weekly, and diurnal cycles. Some air pollutants are present in high concentrations, often above the World Health Organization's guidelines, especially in industrialized cities. In my experience, whenever I go to big developing cities, I often have a hard time breathing, and this is because of the rapid urbanization that pollutes the air. Gone are the days where we travel comfortably in such basic needs to breathe. And of course, we are not killing ourselves, but also the plants, the trees, and the environment. The simple things we need to breathe comfortably. So please, think about the future. Even in the basic thing yet crucial, we are having a hard time doing it. Help us clean the environment and make the air great again.
Water crisis and food crisis. These problems are very common these days, and I can say that it is present here in the Philippines. This crisis would eventually lead to a very huge problem, and that is health issues. It may seem cliche, but we can solve water crisis by just consuming enough water to a specific thing, and also by using rainwater to water the plants instead of using water from faucets. Sounds easy, right? Next, for food crisis. We shouldn't waste food and just throw it away. We can change that by just cooking enough food for ourselves. Those mentioned things may be small, but it can make a big difference in solving this crisis.
Rapid urbanization, the required lands need to be bigger to accommodate buildings and houses. It destroys natural resources like trees. When there are fewer trees, flash floods and landslides can happen. When agricultural lands decreases, the biodiversity in the surrounding area will be affected. It can lead to air and water pollution and even overheating in such place because it is more crowded. Our nature has major causes of land loss in the region: deforestation, scarcity of land due to increased populations, inefficient land use, land tenure instability, and insufficient land management practices. In order to avoid or at least minimize damage to our valuable environmental resources from future land use decision, here are two strategies in land use planning and decision-making process: where-to strategy and how-to strategy. These two strategies are based on the premise that population and economic growth must be accommodated by smart and wise development where environment comes first. We need to incorporate ecological vision into our future development guided by the principles of make nature visible and design with nature. Environmental damage of urban growth can be averted by protecting environmental resources of our ecosystem. Protection of our environmental resources can be achieved through the kind of land use decisions and plans that ensure where to develop and how to develop without jeopardizing